Welcome back. Now, to celebrate Heritage Month, the Market Theatre shines a spotlight to Reuben T. Caluza with a remarkable concert, the B-Side. This musical experience celebrates the legacy of an accomplished composer who used it as a vessel of expression about social issues. In his writing, he explores themes of identity, heritage, and the complexities of personal narratives. Joining us in studio to tell us more is internationally acclaimed composer Phillip Miller, to tell us more about the concert. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Lebo. Lovely to be here.
It's so good to have you. I mean, talk to us about your first experience or stumbling upon Robert Caluza's music or his work.
Well, you know, it was right at the beginning of the COVID pandemic. And I read an article at the time in a newspaper around Caluza's song Influenza 1918, which was all around Spanish flu at that time, and making some comparisons to COVID. And then I discovered there was the song. So I thought, and this composer, I didn't know about this composer. So I asked my fellow collaborator, who is part of this project very much, is Tsecho Fatso Moeng.
Yes.
I said, do you know him? And Tsecho is an opera singer and arranger and composer as well. And he said, I didn't hear much about him. And then we thought, this is really interesting. We got hold of a recording of the song made in 1930 in London. And then we said, let's try and make an arrangement. So we did. And then, of course, this was at a time when every musician, all artists were losing work because of COVID.
Yes.
And then we decided, let's make awareness of musician and singers' plights. And we literally recorded it only using cell phones. Home video with our cell phones, and we put it up and tried to raise some really good funds to keep musicians going for a good while.
And why is it that is so little known about him? I mean, this is a composer who studied in the US. You know, universities in Texas know about him. Exactly.
So I think it's many things. I think firstly, the syllabus is firstly for students, singing students, don't ever practice and teach students about it. But more importantly, because it was this old recording and there's not much reimaginings of his work in a contemporary way, and we're hoping that this project will start for others, that people here now, young people, haven't yet heard enough about his music, because he was hugely popular. I mean, he really was a big seller, basically, in the 1930s.
So let's talk about the B-side. Tell us a little bit about that, and you bringing your genius into that.
Well, you know, thank you. But you know what was so beautiful about this? It was really a collaborative project, because all the singers were involved as well. People like Anne Messina, of course, Tsecho and I. And why did we say Reuben T. Caluza the B-side? Because we decided, we wanted to take those songs that are not always the hit songs, and remake them like an old vinyl. And because, of course, he was releasing his music also on vinyl and things like that. And really, what is it about now? It's from a digital online album right into the Market Theatre live.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the concert. What can we look forward to?
Oh, wow. You can look forward to, firstly, amazing singing, musicians who are award-winning musicians like Tembing Nkosi on double bass, Adam Howard on trumpet. So we've got great singers as well. Many of them actually have just been in this big production at the Joburg Theatre of William Kentridge's Head of the Load. And everyone was going crazy for their singing. So they're all part of it. But more importantly, we also have the most amazing videos, and those are being created by a Brazilian filmmaker, and they really are astounding. And then, of course, it's directed by Dom Gumede. I don't have to tell you what an amazing director Dom is.
And speak to us about working in that space. I mean, you've also come into that space as well, and working with the likes of, Dom Gumede as well, and what that does for you as a creative.
Well, it challenges me in the sense that it's one thing recording songs, but when you have to perform them on a concert hall, we didn't want to make it like just a choir standing and singing. So Dom challenges us to think about how do you move it, how do you interpret a song. There's songs that are love songs, that were popular love songs, but there are also songs that are actually protest songs. How do you talk about that period of time where there was colonialism, apartheid laws were just coming in, the Land Act forced removals, all of that was happening. And Dom takes those songs and brings it into a reality, and in an amazing way. It's very special how he's worked.
And speak to us about, the entire process, from start to finish, and now seeing it, it must finally come to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 3-year progress, and we have been lucky to have along the way incredible supporters. So from that initial music video influenza, everyone was saying, let's learn another one and another one. So we built up this repertoire of 12 songs. We then were lucky to get through South African Music Rights Organization, SAMRO. They came and said, okay, we'll help you make an album. But what was even more special was that we released the album totally free. It's still free for people to listen to. But we took our sheet music that we'd created and we put it also out for free to say, musicians, singers, here's this music, learn it. And then from that journey, of course, we thought, okay, this needs a concert. And so it's been 3 years of taking that thing and keeping the same singers, it's a family. We have a family of Caluza singers.
Right. Yeah. And then give us the details. What times are you at the market?
So it's tonight, and you can get to see it just before the rugby, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
So it's a night, Market Theatre, Johannesburg, 7 o'clock. And then if you can't make it, Sunday afternoon tomorrow, which is amazing to have it during this Heritage Weekend, and that time will be 3 p.m. So I hope many people can experience Reuben T. Caluza's music in this performance.
All right, Phillip Miller, such an honor. Thank you so much for coming through to the program. That was international acclaimed composer Phillip Miller, who is part of the concert. Well, in fact, he's one of the creatives there of the Reuben T. Caluza music, currently showing at the Market Theatre. It is on tonight to celebrate the legacy of the late composer.